The overwhelming trend is that the economy is slowing and has slowed dramatically. And this is because we are in a cost of living crisis. So the labor market stats today essentially show that unemployment is a lagging indicator. So, for instance, once the economy starts to contract, the chancellor has actually said he thinks the economy is in recession now, which is consistent with the Bank of England forecast of 15 months of recession starting in this quarter, the last 3 months of the year. But firms hang on to workers until they're sure of what their budgets and plans look like. And that tends to be why unemployment doesn't rise when the economy starts to contract, but it lags. So today's figures actually show that unemployment dropped to 3.5%, which is actually the lowest level since 1974. Now, anytime I see a reference to the 1970s, I start to get extremely worried because that was the pattern. Unemployment rose sharply. 3 million people were out of work as a result of the energy price shocks in the 1970s. But you can also see in today's labor market statistics some of the slowing that I'm describing. So vacancies, although still at a high level, have actually now declined for 3 consecutive quarters. Employment is also down. And what this is showing is that there is a pullback of firms as they try and work out how they're going to manage this recession. Because inflation is so high, even though wage growth figures over the year, was pretty good, higher than perhaps what we've seen in previous periods. But once you take into account inflation, that's actually a decline in the money that people are taking home. And that's extremely worrying. So the about 2.5% earnings are actually down in real terms. That's slightly better than the record 3% we had in the previous squeeze. But that to me is why it's extremely worrying.